Did you know that Earth still has 40 to 50% of its surface left unexplored? Now, if I tell you that what you see and what you know is just a fragment of all that is existing out there, would you believe it? This planet has come to life for millions of years, but the technology was developed only some 100 years ago. You shouldn't be surprised if you're seeing these unusual sightings more often than before. So are you ready to see what we have in store for you? In today's video, we're going to talk about the things that these hidden trail cams have recorded and are outright disturbing, like this eerie image that was caught walking in the woods, and the mysterious crossbreed of a cat and a kangaroo captured by the camera. Plus, we're going to show you the creepy humanoids seen crawling on the street on all fours. Interesting, right? Wait till you see the entire episode, so sit back and grab your popcorn, because you're gonna be in for one hell of a ride. Let's start off with the eerie image caught walking in the woods. Taken sometime on September 26, 2010, in an undisclosed location, this eerie image was captured by a trail cam installed by a Reddit user's friend. At first glance, the figure seemed to be an ordinary person just taking a stroll in the woods, but since it was captured in motion, the image came out blurry. However, you can make out that the person had his back to the camera, but the trees in the background were captured in sharp focus. Now, some of you might say why strange things caught on cam always seem to be blurred. I also don't have the answer, but this Reddit poster claimed that the camera was taking pictures in burst mode, and this mysterious figure appeared only in one of the photos. Still not convinced? A second mysterious image was captured, but this time, it was a close-up shot of a head or face that was brightly glowing directly into the camera. It was as if some kind of energy was checking out for the device and trying to figure out what it was for. If you think this was some kind of a hoax, we don't blame you. But think of the many ghostly images that not only have surfaced online, but in real-life experiences, and it will make you hold back your judgment. If you think this eerie image is disturbing, wait till you see the mysterious crossbreed of a cat and a kangaroo on the camera. Somewhere in the north of Sydney, a trail cam caught several images of a strange breed lurking in the bushland that nobody had ever seen before. The mysterious animal looked similar to a tree kangaroo and a cat, but how could it be a crossbreed? Some have guessed it to be a wallaby or a possum, but if you look closely, it has a distinct appearance. And if I may say so, its features are more similar to a cat than the animals mentioned, and it also walked like one. This wild theory might raise some eyebrows, but could there be some chemical reaction happening in the area that caused this hybrid? And if this species turned out to be real, what should we call it then? A cat-kangaroo? Whatever breed that has sprouted out there, we'll never know. Thankfully, these trail cameras are finally invented to catch these unique looking creatures that only come out freely in the dark. Up next is a disturbing one-eyed creature. In this video, you could see a deer in the woods looking around, sensing an unwelcome presence. It looked jittery for a moment and stared into the dark. It then took off in the other direction, which could mean it finally saw something in the distance. Now, take a look at the screen and you would see a visible faint light in the dark. It could be anything, a reflective pin marking on a tree, a house light somewhere in the woods, or it could be a single-eyed creature. Creepy, right? Especially if you wondered why the deer ran off in the other direction as if it knew danger was lurking in the dark. On top of this observation, the uploader had previously showed a one-eyed deer roaming at night in another video. The deer came close enough to the camera, revealing its lone eye reflecting the lights. Now you might think the reason for this is the deer could not have sustained an injury, but maybe not. It can mean something more. Something like in the Appalachian folklore that has strange creatures resembling the deer, but they're actually nothing like the deer. They are often described to have extra parts, such as eyes or legs, or lacking a part, such as in the case of the single-eyed deer. It is also said that they possess human-like qualities, such as walking upright on their two hind legs, which an ordinary deer can't do. But if you're still skeptical about this, then why don't you go into the woods and camp out for a month? Who knows what you might encounter can finally convince you that strange things do not exclusively belong to fiction. These revelations by the trail cameras may have weirded you out, but wait, there is still more in the world of the unknown that we have to see. Like this rare footage of the Bigfoot that was caught on cam. Way back in 2012, a hunter set up a cam in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Among the many trail cameras installed on his 80-acre property in Menominee, one caught a suspicious creature that resembled the Bigfoot. The hunter didn't tell anyone about it for fear of being teased or called crazy, and instead he reached out to the producers of a popular TV show to get their thoughts. After reviewing the clip, the producers decided to go to the location of the sighting to personally interview the hunter. They were particularly impressed that he was able to capture 3 snaps of the creepy figure. The first shot showed the spot before the Bigfoot appeared, then the next one where the disturbing figure showed up on the exact spot, and the last one where it disappeared. The producers installed a trail camera on a tree where Bigfoot was seen lurking, and they reenacted the whole thing. But after comparing the clips, they still couldn't come up with a conclusion. It's really hard to prove the existence of Bigfoot because generally, it's very much similar to humans and apes. It was said that they have strange habits, such as leaving woven stick gifts for humans living nearby in exchange for marble. They also communicate by howling or banging sticks on trees, and they give off a pungent odor that's similar to rotten eggs or skunks. But has it ever occurred to you why there have been so many reports about its characteristics if these witnesses didn't really have actual encounters? Despite having thousands of sightings, we have yet to see a clear photo or video of Bigfoot. So when they're caught on cam, we're often left with more questions than answers. Furthermore, scientists have yet to confirm their existence because no Bigfoot body has ever been found. But as long as there are eyewitness accounts, you can never totally discount the fact that Bigfoot is real. And now we've come to the part where we have a creepy humanoid crawling on the street. This video, taken somewhere in Costa Rica, had people getting into debates, and you probably should share a piece of your mind too. A creature doing a crab-like crawl on the street in the middle of the night appeared to be making these dogs restless, and they probably had every reason to be. Though this creature could easily be dismissed as some guy pretending to be a humanoid, look at the odd-looking legs and you would understand why most viewers are creeped out. You must have thought these things only belong in sci-fi or horror movies. But here it was on a street of a neighborhood, casually strolling like a boss. If it was a cryptid or ghoul, then it is not far-fetched that you might see something like this in the flesh too. There are some though who found this video questionable because the internet nowadays is full of hoaxes, but you can't completely discount the possibility that it is real. Just take a look at this crab caught by a fisherman in Western Russia. A crab with a set of human teeth is something out of the ordinary, right? Still, your mind couldn't process how it grew a set of teeth, but it is here and it is real. Proof that nothing is impossible. So, keep an open mind because the world out there will keep surprising you with things you never knew existed. After all, are you sure that what you know now is all that there is? What do you think of today's stories? If you have comments, feel free to post them below. We love to read each one of them. Well, that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a like. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel for us to keep coming up with quality shows for your entertainment. Don't forget to click on that bell to get notified whenever we upload new episodes. Thank you for watching. See you next time.